Hey, vacationers. It's Eddie from Explorateria. Welcome back to the Flambé. On today's episode of our Cruise and Theme Park News Show, we're getting an update on Carnival's Celebration Key, a brand new mega ship is coming, some tragic happenings in the cruise world, a magical deal at Universal, and new Epic Universe sneak peeks. All that and more today on Explorateria. And here's this week's cruise news. As promised, Carnival has released additional info on Celebration Key. This month's news is about two of the 5 portals: Paradise Plaza, the formerly identified Welcome Portal, and Calypso Lagoon, the formerly mentioned adult-friendly portal. Walking into Paradise Plaza, guests will be welcomed by views of the 10-story high Sun Castle, a sandcastle-shaped structure that will be the centerpiece of the private destination. There will also be a bohemian-shaped ice cream shop and water fountain, inviting guests into the fun. Calypso Lagoon will feature the largest freshwater lagoon in the Caribbean, a bar with swinging seats, 2 full-service restaurants, snack shacks, and beach access. A portion of the lagoon and the beach will be designated adults only. This area will feature a swim-up bar, food trucks, cabanas, day beds, and loungers. We also learned that the planned second phase expansion of Celebration Key, which will add 2 additional docks, will also include a water park. Carnival will be releasing more information about the 3 remaining portals in the coming months. Make sure you subscribe to our channel to stay in the loop. In 2022, the Carnival Freedom lost its iconic whale tail funnel after a fire broke out while docked in Turks and Caicos. In 2023, while in dry dock for a refurbishment, the cruise ship was adorned with a brand new funnel. In 2024, have you guessed it yet? That's right, the funnel caught on fire again. While at sea, after a canceled port of call to Princess Cay due to weather, the ship's signature whale tail caught fire. The cause is unknown as of now, but some guests reported seeing a lightning strike. Carnival canceled the 2 subsequent sailings, and the vessel is currently at the Freeport shipyard undergoing repair, as the funnel was unstable. I think I'll keep my distance from this particular cruise ship for a while. In other sodden news for Carnival, the Sunrise had an incident as well this week. In its last night of a 5-night sailing to Jamaica and Grand Cayman, the nearly 3,000 guest capacity ship flooded. Guests woke up in the early morning wading through water on multiple decks. The captain notified the guests that weather played a factor in the moist situation. The Sunrise safely returned to port and has remained in service with no issues. On a lighter note, and some good news for the Carnival Cruise Line, only a month after the reveal of the order of a 4th Excel-class ship, the company has announced that they will also be building a 5th. The yet-to-be-named 5th Excel-class ship will be sister to Carnival Mardi Gras, Celebration, and Jubilee. Great, that means even more people at Celebration Key. In some very unfortunate news, a guest has been lost at sea after falling overboard from the MSC Eurybia. The ship was en route to Hamburg, Germany on a 7-night sailing from Southampton, England, when the guest from Scotland fell overboard. This isn't the first time in recent memory that a guest has fallen from an MSC ship. An American guest fell from the MSC World Europa when she was docked in Malta and tragically lost his life in February. Our thoughts are with the family of this guest, and hopefully he is found. So, in case you didn't know, last year Royal Caribbean announced a new private beach club that they'll be building in partnership with the Bahamian government at Nassau. Royal Beach Club Paradise Island is slated to open next year in 2025. Guests will be able to enjoy private cabanas, pools, and of course, the private beach, all while experiencing the culture and hospitality of the Bahamas. Now, in what seems like interesting timing with the cancellations to stops to Labadee going on, Royal has announced that it's adding to its lineup of what is calling the Royal Caribbean Beach Club Collection. The cruise line has just announced the Royal Caribbean Beach Club Cozumel in Mexico. The new beach club will again look to integrate the culture of the local hosts with the comfort and relaxation of a Royal Caribbean destination. The stop will feature swim-up bars, pools, snorkeling, kayaking, restaurants with lounges, a street market, and hands-on experiences such as tequila tasting and cooking classes. Ships in the fleet will still continue to dock at the International Cruise Terminal, allowing guests the opportunity to walk over to the beach club or explore the rest of the island. Guests can look forward to visiting this destination in 2026. Man, there have been some ups and downs in the cruise world this week. Tragically, on March 22nd, crew members aboard Holland America's New Amsterdam lost their lives. Details on the incident are not very clear, but we know that while docked at Half Moon Cay, there was some sort of incident that caused the fire alarm to be engaged. The cruise line confirms that there was no fire aboard the ship and it's in perfect working condition. Guests report a fire alarm and later an announcement from the captain that 2 crew members had lost their lives in a steam leak incident. Our thoughts are also with the families of these crew members. And in our final piece of cruise news this week, I'm sure by now everyone has heard about the collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore. The cargo vessel Dolly seemingly encountered technical difficulties and crashed into the bridge, causing the collapse which blocked the port completely and has left 2 people confirmed dead, and as of now, 4 additional still missing. This tragedy has also impacted the cruise world. Carnival has moved the ship, the Legend, to a new home port in Norfolk, Virginia, offering free bus transportation for guests to and from Baltimore. Royal Caribbean's Vision of the Seas has also been doing round-trip cruises out of the port and is currently on a 12-day sailing. The cruise line says that it is keeping an eye on the situation and is working on alternatives for the ongoing and upcoming voyages. What an emotional roller coaster of cruise news this week. Our thoughts are also with the families of those that have perished and are still missing. Next up, this week's theme park news. If you're a Harry Potter fan headed to Universal Orlando, this may be for you. If you're planning on buying merch while at the resort, go ahead and purchase a shopping card, aka gift card, to make your purchases. Universal is offering a free interactive wand with the purchase of a shopping card loaded with $300 or more. Shoppers will have the option to choose from 4 available designs. The wand itself goes for $65, so not a bad deal if you're planning on buying souvenirs anyway. Universal has also released more info on the upcoming rides and attractions in How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk when Epic Universe opens next year. And boy oh boy are we ready for this. Hiccup's Wing Gliders will be a family coaster with a minimum height requirement of 40 inches. Children under 48 inches will be required to ride with a taller companion. The premise of the ride is that Hiccup created a way for us to experience riding on a dragon using a glider, but Toothless isn't happy about it and launches the glider before it's complete, causing for a rocky ride. Dragon Racers Rally will have a minimum height requirement of 48 inches. This ride will allow guests to control their own adventure, able to control their own barrel rolls. The water ride Fire Drill will have no minimum height requirement, but again, guests under 48 inches will need to be accompanied, and handheld infants are not allowed. Guests will use water cannons to shoot targets as those targets shoot back. It's going to be a great ride to beat the heat, that's for sure. Viking Training Camp is a play area, so again, there's no minimum height requirement. The kids are sure to enjoy running around here. They also debuted the new Broadway-style show, The Untrainable Dragon, saying that the show will embody DreamWorks' motto of heart and humor. The restaurants that will be available in the land were also debuted. Mead Hall will be a fast, casual restaurant with hearty Viking-style meals and unique beers and mead. Spitfire Grill will be a quick-service restaurant and have fire-roasted dishes prepared by the helpful, unseen Dragon Cook. There will also be a food stand called Hooligans Grog and Gruel, where guests can find quick bites to eat. The shops in the land will include Viking Traders, How to Treat Your Dragon, Hiccup's Workshop, and Toothless's Treasures. And of course, there will be meet and greets. Guests will have the chance to meet and take an epic photo with Toothless himself. We also got a sneak peek of the merch, and Universal has released a trailer for the land. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. So, are you as excited as we are to explore Epic Universe? As we get closer and closer to the opening of Tiana's Bayou adventure, Disney has given us some new sneak peeks. The storyline of the ride will revolve around Tiana and Louise venturing out into the bayou to find animal musicians for Tiana's upcoming party. Disney has created new animatronic characters which guests will first encounter singing a Zydeco version of Gonna Take You There from The Princess and the Frog. There is Bahalia the beaver, Gritty the rabbit, Bo the opossum, Apollo the raccoon, Rufus the turtle, and Timoleon the otter. We even got a peek at the new plushes that will be coming soon. We're almost there. Well, that wraps up this week's episode, and what an episode it was. Thank you for watching. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. It really does help. Also, please consider subscribing to keep up to date on the latest in cruise and theme park news. As always, thanks for watching, and see you next week.
Never switch on the homies in the day ones.